I'm driving that night back to the meditation center. And I think, no. I am so clear. I know that this is really important. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I know, and I'm having this whole conversation with myself. I'm going to follow her all over the United States. That's what I'm going to do. She's on her, serious, she's on her national tour. She's going to Boston, Washington, D.C. She's going to Iowa. She's going to Los Angeles. She's going to all these places. And I'm going to somehow, even though I am like so broke, somehow I'm going to get all the money I need. I'm going to buy these plane tickets. I'm going to sit down in the front row. And somehow she's going to have to hire me. And I'm going to keep following her, stalking her until she does, right? And so anyway, that night when I get back to the meditation center, I'm meditating. I come out of meditation and my friend's there. And she looks at me and she goes, so what's new? I said, what's new? What's new? You know, and I do this like, my drama thing. What's new? I said, everything's new. My whole life is new. I know what I'm going to do. I found this woman. I'm going to follow her. I don't know how I'm going to follow her because I'm minus money. But I know I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And then I told her my story. I said, this is my plan. And she, you know, she goes, oh, yeah, you know, okay, night, bye. Okay, and then Deborah, I'm driving to work the next day, and Deborah said a lot of things. One of the things she said, get rid of all the old. So that night when I got back, and I don't think I've told you this, anybody ever this before, but that night when I go back to my house, get rid of anything that you don't want so you can make for new. So I was living with this roommate named Nancy. Nancy got almost every clothing I had, right? I just took them all in the front room, put them in a pile. There, Deborah said, get rid of the old so you can have the new, right? I think I had 3 outfits left. That don't do. Okay, so anyway. So I drive to work the next day, remembering Deborah says, burn your bridges, burn your bridges. So I'm thinking, okay, big bridge that's in the way, you know, whatever's in the way of you living your passion, burn it. So I'm thinking, okay, what's in the way is this job. So I go to I go to the work, walk into the office, and I go, Ted, my manager, Ted, you know, I know, it's not working. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, let's see, if I have my 2 weeks' worth of pay, and I give my notice, then I'll have that, and that'll kind of see me through, and then I can figure out the plan. And so I go, so Ted, I'm going to give my 2 weeks' notice today. And Ted goes, well, you know, we found that those 2 weeks are kind of wasted. You know, even though you're here, you're not really here. So we're going to give your going away cake today. And this will be your last day. Bridges burned so big time. So I'm driving back that night to the meditation center with my knee, like going, right? And I get to the meditation center, and I'm meditating, trying to, and all of a sudden, all of this paper is falling on my head. Seriously. And I'm like, what the? And I open my eyes, and my friend that I told my dream to the night before is dropping $100 bills all over my head. A lot of $100 bills. And she said, Merry Christmas, Janet Attwood. Go live your dream. Do you love this story, huh? Now, wait. Now, wait, before you clap, because it gets better, do you want to hear what happened with that money? Do you think I took her money? What? You're right, I did. I took her money, and I bought my plane tickets, right? Did Deborah tell this story yesterday? Because I'm going to shoot her if she did. Okay, so I took the money. I bought my plane tickets, and I fly to Boston. And I sit down in the front row, and Deborah walks in. You know Deborah, right? And she's so beautiful. She walks in, she scans the room, and she goes, hi, you were in San Francisco. Hi, nice, cool. You know, there's me. You know, don't say a word. I swear, did not say a word, laughed more than anybody that whole day. And then she flies to Washington, D.C. I fly to Washington, D.C. I walk in on the front row. She comes in. She's scanning the room. She's like, what the heck? You know what I mean? And then, and trying to get it. And then she goes to Iowa. This time she walks in, and she picked it up, right? She goes, kind of like stalker, right? No, again, she's doing it again. And then finally, L.A. She walks in, she looks at me, and she goes, all right already, you're hired. You love that story?